Before we move on to choosing the typeface for your book, first off we're going to set the font size, and we're going to do that based again on the golden rule and established book canon. Now, I don't want you to worry if you put all this in and you look at it and it's not what you want. It's just giving you a good solid place to start from. So the first thing we're going to do is turn off the grid lines. If you click on the view in Word, turn off the grid lines. Now we need to know the width of the text block, and I'm going to just very quickly run through again how to calculate the size of the text block from the page and the margins. It's just to show you how to do it in reverse, but also in case you've forgotten how we did it in the last lecture. So we need a calculator, open, and if you click on Home in Word, not Home, sorry, click on Page Layout in Word, and then click on Size, just to remind you that the page width in this example is 5.06, and we are taking off the margins. So 5.06 minus 0.6 and 1.2, so 1.8, gives us a text block of 3.26. Now, we're going to use a few websites. I'm just going to grab some Lorem Ipsum text as well. You can just copy and paste a small section of your manuscript in for this, or you can do as I'm doing and grab the sample text. And then we're going to go to the translatorcafe.com. I will give you the links. I'll put them in supplemental materials for you, so but if you can't see them on the screen, don't worry, I will provide them for you. Make sure that you have inches as the from dimension and pixels x, because we're talking about the width of the text block, not its height, as the 2, and then type in the size of your text block. That gives you the size in pixels, which you then need to copy, and then go to the website personified.com/typography. Again, I will give you the link, and paste the width of your text block into the content width box, and then click on Set My Type. And what that does is gives you the height for title, headline, subheadline, primary text, secondary text, which would be your small text or your front and back matter, and it tells you the line height based on the width of your text block. So what we're going to do now is go back to Word. It's a good idea at this point to write all these sizes down rather than going backwards and forwards. I'm going to go backwards and forwards just so that you can see what I'm putting in where, but you don't necessarily want to do that. It would be easier to just write them down, because they're things that you're going to refer back to multiple times. So for the title we want 29 point. So right click on the title style in the style gallery in Word and click on Modify. Now, as you can see, it goes from 28 to 36, but if you type in 29 and press enter, you can have odd numbers, and don't be afraid of odd numbers. I know when we're dealing with digital text we tend to work in 10s, 12s, 14s, and we tend to stick to even numbers, but odd numbers are perfectly acceptable and very common in books, and as you'll see, the 11 point is actually one of the most common in books, so don't let an odd number put you off. Headlines we want 18 point, so I'm going to change the heading to 18. Subheadings 14, so right click on heading 2, modify, change to 14. The primary text 11 point, it is actually the default now with the Calibri in Office anyway is 11, so that's okay. And we want small text at 9 point. So what I'm going to do is create a new style. I'm going to call it small text. And then I'm going to change that to 9. And now, just to show you the effects, I'll put the title, heading 1, heading 2, I'll change this last bit to small text, and if you watch what happens when we click on normal for each of these paragraphs, you see how much it spreads out. And that's giving you the standard text based again on book canon and on established principles. Don't worry if it's not what you want. I will talk you through how to tweak it later, but for now leave it as it is, and we're going to move on to the next lecture where we're going to choose a suitable typeface.